morning, thank you for joining me. I hope everybody's well today and having a good week. It's nearly the weekend, isn't it? Which is always good. As you know, or you may not know if you've just found me through this video, if you have, welcome, thank you for joining me. If you'd like to subscribe and you're not already, please do hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you can be notified of future videos as and when I upload them. Since January, I have been adopting a more healthy lifestyle and trying to lose some weight and get a bit healthier and do some exercise and all of those good things. And very many of you have said in the comments that I'm looking as though I have lost weight, which is very kind of you. I have lost some weight. I'm continuing to do so slowly but surely, and although it's not the most exciting process in the world, I feel a lot better for it, so that's good news. So you know when you're dieting and you fancy something sweet. I don't have, in general terms, I don't have a particularly sweet tooth, but just occasionally, and particularly when I'm dieting, I will just get a little craving for something sweet, a little something that I just get a feeling that I want to eat something sweet. And this is a compilation of 5 different sweet treats that I have been making and enjoying over the last couple of months, and I thought it would be fun to share them with you. Most of them, I would say, fall into the realms of a snack rather than a dessert, but you could of course use them as a dessert if you wanted to, and there's one that you could even use as a breakfast as well. So without further ado, let's go and see what I made, and I hope you enjoy it. So our first sweet snack is going to be strawberry and custard jelly sweets, double layered ones. I love these. This total recipe is 165 calories. You need 3 things food wise, 4 if you count water, boiled water in the kettle, a pot of ambrosia light custard, a sachet of sugar-free jelly, and some leaf gelatin. I use 4 leaves of this. So you start by making up the jelly with 4 leaves of gelatin. I cut these up into pieces up to half a pint in here with boiling water. Once you're certain that the gelatin has melted, you need a little plastic tub like that, and you're going to pour about 2/3 of the mixture into that. Like that. Then we're going to pop this into the freezer for about 20 minutes to half an hour to cool down and start setting. Now I'm going to add the contents of the ambrosia light into the remaining jelly, and again give it a good mix. Once you've stirred it together, you should have this nice sort of pale pink liquid. Leave that on the side while you wait for your first layer to set. Right, my jelly layer is now set, so all that is left to do is rinse and repeat. Put this layer onto the top, give it a stir, make sure it's still nice and liquid, which it is. Pop that onto the top and put the whole thing into the fridge to set, or if you're impatient like me, into the freezer. So this is what it looks like when it comes out of the freezer. I got it out before it froze completely solid, and I'm now going to take it out of here and cut it into bite-sized pieces. And here it is, 135 calories of absolute yumminess. I could easily eat all this at one sitting of an evening, but I do try not to. Moving on to sweet treat number 2. This is sort of a dessert really. You need a Milky Bar Mousse that has been in the freezer. Important part that, because these taste so much nicer and take so much longer to eat when they've been in the freezer. You need one of these. These are they're a bit like the Lotus Biscoff ones. That would do as well. These are slightly lower calorie, I think. These are 40 calories each. This is the Aldi version of the Lotus Biscoff biscuits. You need a pestle and mortar or something. So you don't actually need that. You just need to bash this up into crumbs. And you need some choc shot. Total calories in this is 155, and you can make it even less if you use this instead of the choc shot. This is the 0 calorie salted caramel syrup. This takes 30 calories off the total. We start off with one biscuit in here, and I'm going to bash it up, but I need to put the camera down because I can't do it with one hand. And then it's just a matter of assembly. So, just going to run around the edge of this with a knife to make it slightly easier to get out because it's come straight out of the freezer. Straight onto the middle of the plate. And we artfully cover it with the biscuit crumbs. And finally, we add about 2 teaspoonfuls. And here is your delicious looking, and I can assure you delicious tasting, 150 calorie dessert. Doesn't that look yummy? For our next sweet treat, we need one ready rolled puff pastry sheet. I've got the Just Roll brand there. You need some low sugar strawberry jam, 150 grams of that, which I've weighed out there. And you need 50 grams of white chocolate chips. You could just use white chocolate and smash it up, but these are marginally easier. And an egg to egg wash. We're going to start by rolling out the puff pastry sheet and spreading the jam all over it. Like this, and we're going to cut this into 10 equal sized pieces. Once you've cut it into 10 pieces, put them onto lined baking trays like this. Make sure you leave plenty of space between them, and then we're just going to egg wash them with a little bit of beaten egg, which is here, and pastry brush all over, and put them into the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes on 170. And here they are out of the oven. These are around 175 calories each, but they are so worth it. They're like a little treaty Danish pastry, perfect to have with a coffee for a little treat, or in the afternoon with a cup of tea, or just any time really. Delicious. For this next one, now this is lovely for either a dessert, and it's pretty good for breakfast as well, if you like a sweet breakfast. For this one we need some 0 calorie sweetener, any brand will do, that's just the one I happen to have. Some granola, again, any brand will do. Some applesauce, some fat-free cottage cheese, and some 0 calorie syrup. This is the salted caramel one. You also need a glass, because that's what you're going to layer your dessert cheesecake into. So I'm going to start by, I've added 90 grams of cottage cheese and 50 grams of apple sauce and a good sized dessert spoonful of sweetener, but this is obviously very personal taste, so as to how much sweetener you want, so just experiment and see what works best for you. So this is the sort of texture I like when blending it. I like a little bit of texture left in mine, but you might like yours completely smooth, so just do it however you like it best. So we then have, I've got a portion of 30 grams of granola measured out here, and I'm going to put, I'm going to throw it all over the side apparently. I'm going to put the most of it, I've just got a tiny bit left over there, most of it into the bottom there. Just pick up those stray bits from there and level that out like that. Then I'm going to do my cheese and apple layer. Pop that in next. You can keep a little bit of the apple sauce back if you want to make a separate layer for that. I'm then going to pop another little bit of apple sauce just on the top in a very thin layer there, just to make a separate layer. Then we finish off with another sprinkling of the granola, what's left over from the original 30 grams. Pop it into there. And my favourite bit, the caramel syrup. And that comes in at 260 calories, which is not bad for a delicious breakfast. For the final sweet treat, we need 3 ingredients: some mini marshmallows, some Lotus Biscoff spread, and some Rice Krispies. Need a big mixing bowl, scales, and some of these little cupcake cases. I really like these silicone ones. I get these from Amazon. I like them because they're reusable. I'll link them in the description box below in case you're interested. So we need 40 grams each of the Rice Krispies and the Biscoff spread, and 50 grams of the marshmallows, and we add all of that into this bowl. Microwave it all together for 1 minute, you get something like that. Give it a good old mix. Make sure all those ingredients are well combined. And there you have it. Perfect little bites of deliciousness. These come out at 69 calories each, and they are just lovely. And that brings us to the end of this roundup of some ideas for sweet treats. If there's anything that I didn't make clear, or any measurements I missed out or anything, let me know in the comments, and I'll gladly answer any queries you've got with regards to any of the recipes. I use the term recipes loosely. And if you have any particular low-calorie sweet treat ideas, please do let us know in the comments as well. Share those with us. If you liked this type of video and you would like to see more of this sort of thing, please do leave me a thumbs up. That way I can gauge the level of interest in seeing more of this sort of thing. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you again on Sunday. Bye bye.